I'm going to show how to do, this is a few rows I've done of this. It's what you used to call loops, loopy knitting. And we used to do these on babies' hats years ago. I had 3 boys, so I never got around to doing any of these for my own, but I did used to do them for friends. And I have an old pattern here. This was an old pattern, it's over 50 years old. So that's how long ago these sort of hats started. Probably long before that, because I think this was a pattern that somebody else gave to me. So it's probably older than 50 years. And I used to do the little boys' helmets, but when I was pregnant with my 3 boys, before I went into hospital, in those days we never knew what children were going to be. We never knew we were having girls or boys. We didn't have scans and things like that. So I always used to knit a helmet and a bonnet, and used to take them into hospital with me to use whichever I needed. And I always ended up giving the little bonnets away to one of the other girls in the hospital who had a little girl. That's what I used to do. So I'm going to show how to do these loops. It's a lot more simple than you actually think. So I've got 10 stitches on the needle. I don't need a lot just to show how the loops are done. I'll knit the first stitch, and then you put the needle in like you're going to knit normally, and you need your finger behind the loop, and then you take your yarn and put it over the right hand needle and over your finger, and then over that right hand needle again, and then you pull those 2 loops through and take them off, but you keep your finger inside the loop. You don't take that off, and then you knit those 2 stitches together, you go through the back of the loop and knit them together. So you get 1 stitch from that too, and you've still got the loop there. So you put your needle into the next stitch, and then you do the same again. It's the yarn over the right hand needle, over your finger, and then over that needle again, and pull those 2 loops through the 1 loop. Take it off the left hand needle, and then you put those 2 stitches onto your other needle, and then you knit into the back, keeping that needle, that loop on your finger. So that's again, you put your needle through the loop, the yarn over the right hand needle and your finger, and then over the right hand needle again, and there you have two stitches, those 2 stitches on the needle, and knit through the back of them. Put your yarn over the needle, over your finger, and then over the needle again. Pull it through, those 2 stitches through, and then transfer those 2 stitches onto the other needle, and knit through the back of those loops. And then the loop's still on your finger. That's the yarn over the needle, over your finger, over the needle again. Bring it through the 2 stitches, take those 2 stitches off onto your other needle, and then you knit into the back of those 2 stitches and take it off the needle, and the loop's still on your finger. It's a yarn over the needle, over your finger, over the needle again, pull the 2 stitches through, with those 2 stitches onto the other needle, knit through the back of the 2 loops, and the last stitch to knit, and that's another row of loops we've done. And the next row is a knit row. You just knit all the way across. I'll show that row once more. Knit the first stitch, yarn over the right needle and over your finger, and then over the right needle again, and pull those 2 loops through and take the stitch off the left hand needle, and then you transfer those two stitches onto the left hand needle and knit into the back of them. Again, yarn over the needle and your finger, and then yarn over the needle. You take them off the needle, transfer those 2 stitches to the left hand needle, and then knit into the back of them. That's yarn over the needle, over your finger, and then over just the needle. Pull it through, the 2 loops through, and then transfer those 2 loops onto your left hand needle and knit into the back of those stitches. Yarn over the needle, over your finger, and over the needle again. Transfer the stitches. over the needle, over your finger, over the needle again, pull it through, transfer the 2 stitches to the other needle, knit through the back, yarn over the needle, over your finger, and then over the needle, pull it through, transfer the stitches to the other needle, off, and the last one, over the needle, over your finger, over the needle again, pull 2 stitches through, transfer those 2 stitches to the other needle, and knit into the back, and then knit the last stitch. And there you have it. That's another row of loops. And this can be done on cardigans and sweaters. Usually cardigans, I've seen little girls in my time. It's not something I've seen much of these days. It might be a thing of the past, but you never know. Someone might still want to do these sort of things. So if you like this video and you like what I've shown you and would like to see more of what I might have in mind, please like and subscribe.